Hello, welcome back. I'm Edward, aka ProgHat. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. The video that I'm do here is inspired by summer and prog albums and prog music. And I was thinking the other day when I started to remember kind of like a Facebook, it was a Facebook conversation with someone that saw one of my posts in a prog, group where we share photos of our, what we're listening to, records, whatever format, that kind of a thing. So I have posted a birth control album. I believe that's the group. And I said that enjoying the summer day, riding in my car with the windows down, listening to birth control, and did a little photo of it, of the CD on my dashboard. Someone commented, really, you're writing, to this effect from memory, you're driving around really blaring birth control with the windows rolled down, driving in the summer? And I said, how else do you drive in the summer with some of your favorite music? You roll the windows down, you blare, you want folks to hear it. Yeah, I was. So I started to think about that, and along the lines too of, prog music is not just set for a certain season or anything, or certain point when things are dark or moody. Sometimes progressive rock is associated with those things, the fall, cold, or dark vibe, but prog rock is great music for summer and enjoying it in the morning, the afternoon, and in the evening. So in this video, I wanted to show some of my go-to albums for the summer and share my little thoughts and talk about them in different ways about how I relate it to summer and why these are my go-to records. Some of my really favorite albums, and I listen to them a lot. I notice I go to these quite a bit during the summer, and that's even in the morning, the evening, the afternoon. Summer road trips. Me and my wife put on a playlist of some of our favorite classic rock and prog rock tunes. So I'm only going to show 5. Of course, there's other ones that I could have made this longer. I could have went 10 or 15, but I just wanted to do 5. Try to keep this video from not going too long. So here we go. They're not in order. So the first one that I'm going to show, that's one of my go-to records in the summer, is Genesis, Selling England by the Pound, which in my opinion is one of their best records. And this album really holds a unique, pivotal position in their discography. I really do believe that this album really has lots of different landscapes that it showcases. I love that it has a folk side to it, and Tony Banks' keyboards, he really shines on this record. And so whenever I'm on the road, summer road trips, as I mentioned, or outdoors, a tune that I like to hear is Firth of a Fifth. Such a great track. As well as the first song, Dancing with the Moonlit Night. That's a really good one that I like to hear in the evening, summer evenings. And it has one of my favorite instrumentals, and that's After the Ordeal. So even they got that little nice little photo on the back of the album cover that I love. So, and also, I want to say that this album has been a big influence on other progressive rock bands like Marillion, when Fish said that this was a big influence. Even Iron Maiden, Rush, Queen, Van Halen. So, really, really neat. All right, the next one here is what I call one of my old school favorite Rush records. I love this record, and I have a little bit of a personal story I'd like to share about it. But and that is Rush, Grace Under Pressure. I remember when this record came out, and when I saw the video for Distant Early Warning, I was like, I gotta go get that. And at that time, I had a cassette collection. I wasn't really buying many vinyl records. I just remember buying a lot of cassettes. And I remember as soon as my mom got home from work, and that's this person, I asked her, please, can you take me down as soon as you settle in, and I can go get this Rush cassette? And she did, and we had a fun time driving up there to the music store and back, and just a great memory. I love this album. It's even though there's a lot of keyboards, I really believe that it retains the prog elements. It's one of their transitional albums. It does mix prog rock, new wave with synthesizer influences. The songs are a little bit shorter, but also the album features a great instrumental section and the song Between the Wheels. I love that. And I love that Alex Lifeson puts his guitar in great places in a lot of these songs. His guitar is still relevant on this album. Grace Under Pressure, one of my go-to summer albums I like. So, all right, we're getting down to 3 more here. This one, sometimes it's really hard for me to say which, but Brain Salad Surgery will always be my 1 favorite. But for second and third, at the tie, that always a tie between their self debut and trilogy. So here, ELP's trilogy album. I love that. It kind of has a nice little summer vibe. This album covered. This photograph, I like the artwork on this one. Now, how this invokes warmth and sunshine of summer. I just like sitting somewhere in the evening, whether sitting on my porch or the back house in the back, and listening to a track like From the Beginning in the evening, and feeling those nice, sometimes we get these really nice summer warm winds that are they're perfect. They're not really, really hot or humid. But hearing that song From the Beginning, it just creates a great atmosphere. This album blends a lot of rock, classical, jazz influence. And the tune, Hold Down, it gives so much energy in that music. It makes me want to get out more and enjoy the summer sunshine before it all ends, or take a good swim somewhere. But this is, like I said, one of my other favorite go-to summer records. This next one is kind of tough because I get kind of emotional about this album because, you know, I hear the themes of it's remembering, experiencing loss and remembering folks, especially in my life, that are no longer here. I remember when I first got this record, I was blown away. When I put on the headphones, I just sat back and it just created such a great atmosphere. When I heard the one song that kind of like raised my eyebrows was I kind of had it really loud, and that was Welcome to the Machine. I was not expecting that real loud, where it comes in and says, welcome my son, welcome to the machine, which I think that song is like, every time I hear it, it's not a dated song. I mean, it just sounds like something new. And Pink Floyd's Shine On You Crazy Diamond is one of my go-to summer albums. But each time I hear it, I think, honestly, it's a timeless album. I love playing this a lot in the summer mornings. And I just love the instrument that they use. They use various synthesizers, steel guitar and other guitars, as well as a wide range of instrumentation on this album. The atmosphere is unique. It's a combination of soundscapes and those emotional guitar solos and those lyrics that just talk about the themes of loss and absence. Wish You Were Here is just a FM classic. So folks, Wish You Were Here is another one of my favorite records I play a lot. A couple of interesting facts. Well, I'm sure we all who are Pink Floyd fans know this, that it's a tribute to Syd Barrett, who made an unannounced visit to the session. And from what I understand, at first folks didn't recognize him. So that's interesting and kind of spooky in a way. But anyway, folks, Wish You Were Here. Love this album. I know I say this a lot from beginning to end. All right, folks, now we're going to the one album that is an all-time favorite, one that I just pull out, listen to, not just summer, but even going into the fall and going into colder weather. But this is number one with me right now, and that's Close to the Edge by Yes. This album is so deep, it's so spiritual, and it's in my summer rotation, and I do play it a lot in the evening and sometimes early in the morning as well. The songs have these really cool shifting time signatures and a great mix of classical, jazz, and rock influences on this record. I love the use of the nature's sounds on it. Like we kind of hear that at the beginning of Close to the Edge, and the use of water. So it gives it a real spiritual environment to this record. And it's just another one of those records that I gravitate to and pull out, keep out, summer and sometimes all the way to the next summer. So folks, Close to the Edge. I really hope you enjoyed this video. These are my summer prog albums that I go to. There's other ones too as well, but those 5 right there I picked and selected from the heart. Folks, thanks again for stopping by and watching. Please like and subscribe, and I really appreciate you dropping a comment, maybe sharing what are some of your favorite records you like to listen to in the summer season. So until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon.